Hey, what's up everybody? This is Like It's 1985. This is my review of the FansProject Causality CA-10 T-Bone action figure. Of course, this is a homage of the Generation 1 Wild Rider figure and character. So before we take a look at the T-Bone figure, let's first take a look at the packaging. And as usual with the FansProject boxes, they are really nice. As you can see on the top, got some nice artwork there, as well as on the front. And the figure does come packaged in robot mode. On this side here, there is actually another artwork here of T-Bone. And what's cool is on the opposite side is the actual figure, a photo of the figure in the same pose, which is nice. On the back here you have different poses that you can get T-Bone into, the vehicle mode, and some close-up shots of the actual figure. You also get a collector's card with this figure. And you have some writing here on the back. And I'll show you the instruction sheet. By the way, this transforms exactly the same way as the car crash figure did. I did a review on that just recently. But we'll take a look at the instructions here. Fairly basic instructions. Nothing too complex here to understand. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a close look at the figure itself. And really nice, again, the sculpt in the head, the actual face is very expressive. Nice sculpt, nice paint. Same goes with the chest as well. And you can take a look at the back here. And as you can see, the figure does come with this weapon here, and it holds it in the hand, either one, very well. No problems there. There's also a tab back here and a slot on the gun, and for storage you can actually store the weapon on his back, which you can actually do the same thing with Car Crash's weapon, which I forgot to show you in that review, but you can do that like that if you want to. Now let me go ahead and bring in Car Crash. Like I said, I've already reviewed this figure, and these two figures are almost twins in the sense that the overall style is the same. They're both sports cars. They share similar robot modes, and they're the same size in terms of height and so forth. They share the same transformation, but we can take a look at the differences there in terms of the sculpt. The differences are more pronounced, I would say, in the vehicle mode, which we'll get to in this review. Next up, I do want to bring in Transformers Prime Deluxe Class Wheeljack, just to illustrate the size difference between these two figures. And as you probably know, if you've been looking into buying this figure, T-Bone that is, this figure runs you about $70. That's 70 US dollars, so not cheap by any stretch of the imagination. So you have a $70 toy roughly versus a roughly $15 toy, and you can see you definitely get more plastic with this guy. Not only is he taller, but has more width and girth to him. So there's that just to be aware of. But like I've said before with the Car Crash review, the reason people are buying this figure, of course, is it does combine with the other figures that will soon and have been released to form the Not Minosaur figure. So this is a member of a combiner team. And let's go ahead and take a look at the posability. It has very nice posability, starting with the head. The head itself is on a ball joint, so you have a wide range of options there for the head. These shoulder armor here are on ball joints, so these do move up here. You have Lots of movement here at the shoulder. You actually have a peg going into a ball joint right here, and then you also have this movement at the shoulder, swivel at the bicep, bend at the elbow, and it appears that the hand is on a ball joint, which is nice. A waist can rotate. I'm not sure what type of joint this is, but you'll notice if you can actually pull the figure up, revealing the peg here, and that might be for the combination into the larger combiner figure. So there's that. Legs, lots of movement there, as you'd expect on a ball joint. Swivel there at the thigh, bend at the knee, and then you have the ankle on a ball joint there. So real wide range of articulation for this figure. So with that said, let's go ahead and take a look at the transformation into vehicle mode. Okay, so let's go ahead and have a look at T-Bone here in vehicle mode. Really nice sports car mode here, and the overall design reminds me a lot of the Lamborghini Aventador in terms of the sculpting here. The sharp angles here with the bodywork really reminds me of that particular exotic sports car. So just a look around the vehicle mode here. As you can see, it's got the gray, the really dark gray and red, which is a color homage to Generation 1 Wild Rider. You also have this nice silver racing stripe here down the hood, which is nice. And you can actually take the guns, separate them in two pieces, and they become the exhaust for this car mode. Let me go ahead and show you Car Crash next to T-Bone here. I reviewed Car Crash before this figure, and as you saw during the transformation here for T-Bone, into vehicle mode, they share the exact same transformation between these two figures. They're basically the same figure, except that T-Bone here has been extensively retooled, resculpted, and of course recolored. So you can see the difference in style there. And we can take a look at the front end, how that's different. And for the next comparison, I do want to show you, as I showed with the car crash review, a comparison with Transformers Prime Deluxe Class, Wheeljack, and the dramatic size difference in comparison. So there you go. Something to be aware of, just so you know how much plastic you're getting in this T-Bone figure, which in comparison is not very much compared to the Transformers Prime Deluxe Wheeljack here. So there you go, comparison of the two. Okay, so thanks for watching. This has been my review of the FansProject Causality CA-10 T-Bone figure. Thank you so much for watching.